I'm in Dubai for the second time this year. But this time I know what vehicle they're going to give me to drive across the desert. It's going to be a Jeep. Hooray! But I don't know which one they're going to give me. They've told me it's here. Which one do you think they want me to drive?
How are you doing?
Good to meet you.
Welcome to Jeep and the Trading Enterprises showroom in Dubai Festival City.
Thank you.
Have you been looking around? Did you find something?
Look, I know that you've got a vehicle in mind for me, and I told you that I'm driving with my family, so it's not going to be one of these because they're all two-door, and I don't think you're going to give me that magnificent beast because that's a sand bath waiting to happen in the desert, as nice as it is.
Yes.
So you're not giving me an ordinary Wrangler. I mean, I know it's...
Well, you know what, Andrew? The standard Wrangler Sahara Unlimited is a very absolutely capable car.
I know.
But
I know that you're not kidding.
I know.
Because you have a model that you do a lot of mods to these vehicles.
Yeah, as you can see around.
So you're not going to give me a standard vehicle.
I have just the right vehicle for you.
Okay.
It's called the Level Red, and it's based on the Wrangler Rubicon.
Right.
Which has got a completely different transmission, axle ratios and stuff, which is just the right ticket for you in the desert. And it's waiting for you right outside.
Sounds
you want to go and take a look?
Yes.
Let's go.
What is... I mean, it looks like a Rubicon, but it's not. You've said that.
What is a Rubicon?
It's a Rubicon, but you've modified it.
We've modified
taken it further,
and as it says on the hood, it's got the Level Red package.
Right. What is that?
So the Level Red package comprises of bigger wheels.
Right.
You have the rock rails. You have a cold air intake, a catback exhaust. You have the American bumper.
The bumper, yeah.
And then obviously, in keeping with the Level Red, so you have a lot of red touches all over the car. The seats also red catskin seats.
Right.
So we put new seat covers and stuff like that.
Right.
So everything what you see on the car is done by our aftermarket parts bin called Mopar.
Mopar. Okay, yeah.
So
yes.
everything is Mopar.
Okay.
So it retains your warranty on your car for the customers. They don't need to worry about their warranty for some reason putting aftermarket bits on it for it to run out and problems.
Okay, yes.
It's a great car. It does the job. I mean, people love Jeep out over here in the desert. We got a big community. So.
What excites me most about doing this, to be honest with you, I don't have a lot of experience with Jeep, and year before last I had a fantastic experience with a stock Rubicon, well, almost stock Rubicon, and I just close to fell in love with it, but I didn't get to drive it in anywhere near the terrain that we're going to drive this week. So that's why I'm so excited about getting to know.
You're going to enjoy it.
This vehicle.
With the Rubicon, we have a Dana 44 axle, so you have lockable sway bars.
Right.
Lockable. I'll show you in the. So it's just flip off a switch.
Yes.
And boom, you're good to go. I don't think you're going to get stuck, Andrew, unless and until you do really something really stupid.
I have been known to do that.
Right.
The Level Red Rubicon is designed for the market that loves dunes. So the way I'm going to begin testing it is to drive it over rocks, waddies, rough mountain passes, and then towards the end, dunes. We're going to travel through all 7 of the Emirates. So those are the 7 provinces within the United Arab Emirates. And we're going to use all its features. And while I'm no Jeep expert in the least degree, I'm gonna give this vehicle a thorough testing.
We are off to Wadi Shakwa, where the mountains meet the dunes, near the town of Siji. Here, someone has paid homage to the Jeep by parking 4 CJ5s on a hilltop near the main highway. Our level red will join them while we shoot some pictures. How I love to be off-road, where the peace of the city, which in this case is Dubai, less than 2 hours away, has been reduced to this. And this. And this. Look closely at his feet, they've been tethered. So he, stroke she, can't run even if he, stroke she, wanted to. Time for an overtake. Oh, he, stroke she, can run after all. Oh well, plenty of time to introduce you to my host. It's Sean Mayer again.
This vehicle is supposed to be extremely good at crawling over rocks. Okay, so show us your stuff. Low first gear. Now, sway bar disconnects. I've left them connected. I'll explain that later if you don't know what that is. If you're a Jeep fanatic, you will definitely know what that is. Let's see how she goes. I don't know why I bothered doing this test. It's like driving over little rocks, except they're well, not very big rocks, not tiny rocks. So, well, we'll have to find something more interesting than this.
Putting on a turn of speed on the gravel roads, the level red is sure-footed and great fun to drive. But the ride is firm, a little bit too firm.
I'm sorry guys, but I'm trying to find something that'll test this vehicle. The sway bar connects are, I haven't disconnected them. I haven't pressed any buttons. I'm just driving up them. I can't find anywhere that's challenging it. It's just born for this stuff. It's very impressive off-road, this vehicle. Seriously impressive. And it's very nice to drive in these conditions. Well, I'm taking a break from the sun. We've parked there under a tree in the Wadi, and the suspension, being fairly heavily modified, is a lot firmer than the standard suspension. The ride is much firmer, and that's obviously due to firmer shock absorbers. Much bigger tyres, that means you've got a lot more unsprung weight, and at first sitting at the standard, well, they were set at 2.6 bar. We dropped them down to 2 bar, made a big difference, and the ride on these rough tracks is absolutely acceptable. Really, quite firm, but not uncomfortable, not too hard, but with the lower tire pressures.
Come join us here at the Outdoor and Adventure Show, November 11. Come see Andrew St. Pierre White over here, over there. Where are you gone, Andrew? There. No, he's there. I swear, Andrew St. Pierre White has arrived in Dubai.
This is the Outdoor Adventure Expo in Dubai. One of the smallest such expos I've ever attended. But they are showing some of my films. I'm just grateful that I booked seats. Oh, I recognise that one. All these creations have been entered into a competition. I'm not sure what it takes to win, but if it's being extraordinary, then this FJ Cruiser may just win the Biscuit Tin Award.
This is the most ridiculous and in some ways inspiring LandCruiser FJ I've ever seen. They've just got road tyres on it, which kind of ruins the effect completely. I mean, imagine if this thing had decent tyres on it. But just look at this thing.
But the show is a great opportunity to meet and greet some of my followers in the Middle East. And with a backdrop like this.
So this is Sheikh Hamad, this is Andrew St. Pierre White. You're right for filming?
Of course,
Okay.
of course. Welcome. How are you?
Excellent.
Welcome to Emirates.
Thank you.
I was very honoured to meet His Royal Highness Sheikh Hamad bin Hamdan Al Nahyan, commonly referred to as the Rainbow Sheikh.
February, fantastic. I was here in July. It was very hot. I'm back again.
But you used to the hot weather.
Not that hot.
Yeah?
Not that hot. For me, that's very hot.
The Sheikh has a large car collection and a collection of large cars. This is one of them. The rest are housed in a museum.
Eccentricity without limitation. In 2010, the people from Guinness, no, not the people that brew dark beer, the people that record the longest, tallest and highest things on Earth, registered this as the largest model vehicle in the world, scale 4:1. And the amazing thing about this Jeep is that it actually drives. If you think this is a trailer that he takes into the desert, and if you think this is eccentric, wait until you go inside.
The Emirates National Auto Museum.
Inside the museum is this. What do you think it is? Why would what is it? Hotel room? Be inside a motoring museum? I don't know. What on earth are we in? A caravan. Must be a caravan. Speak.
When we were falling in love, I knew you were the one.
It's a Dodge Power Wagon. I bet none of you guessed that one right. It is based on the 1961 Power Wagon, made by Dodge, and surely one of the most beautiful pickup trucks ever built. It is a work of art.
Sharing the space outside with Darth Vader is another caravan, the largest two-wheeled caravan in the world. It is 20 meters long, 12 meters high, 12 meters wide, has 8 bedrooms with bathrooms and 4 garages.
I was very privileged last night to meet Sheikh Hamad at the Outdoor Adventure Expo in Dubai. And I like this man. You know why? Well, he's opinionated about 4x4s, like I am. And he reckons that, if you read there, the best 4x4 in the market has to have solid axles, coil springs, be automatic, and a reasonable price. Isn't that interesting? Automatic and a reasonable price. What vehicle is it? Housed behind that sign are these vehicles here. Now maybe this is a clue to his favourite four-wheel drive. However, 2 of them do not have solid axles. So, is there a clue here? I think there is. JIMNY? Maybe. Jeep Wrangler? Good contender. But I reckon it's that, the Nissan Patrol.
Perhaps as I wander through the exhibits, I'll find out why the Sheikh is better known as the Rainbow Sheikh.
What delights me more than anything else about this exhibit is not the eccentricity, although it is extraordinary in itself. It's these are four-wheel drives. I'm still looking for the rainbow clue though. As a result of my undying love for Range Rover Classics, my entire family now love Range Rover Classics, and they were walking along here and they saw this one and they stopped in their tracks. I could almost hear the skidding noises from the other side of the museum. I was first introduced to the Dodge Power Wagon in this form, the military form, in about 1998 when I took a trip through the Natal Midlands off-roading, and I was invited as a member of the press, and I drove in one of these wagons across a river and I took pictures of it, and I remember at the time thinking what a brilliant looking truck. I believe that it is often quite easy to understand the character of an individual by what they drive. And that's why I don't like BMWs. But in terms of the Sheikh, these are his cars. This is his personal collection, and it isn't even all of it. There are over 200 in another location. What kind of man is he? Colourful, probably. From Dubai, we've travelled west towards Abu Dhabi, and during this trip we'll actually be traversing all 7 of the Emirates. And I'm going for a swim. We are not far from Abu Dhabi. The sea here in summer reaches 40 degrees Celsius. Now I'm not talking about the air temperature, I'm talking about the sea, the water temperature. Sometimes exceeds 40 degrees, so it isn't even slightly refreshing to go swimming. Right now it's probably sitting at about 20, so it's very, very warm. Outside air temperature, probably a little more than 30. And I've been told that the sun rays, the UV power in the Middle East to burn you, is actually quite a lot less than countries like Africa and Australia. So that's why I don't have my t-shirt on.
Fingers.
I like ketchup with it. Yes.
I saw a whale shark out there.
Lucky you.
For this part of the trip, my family has joined me, and we're heading further away from Abu Dhabi, looking for a place to camp.
First camp for the night. 30 minutes or so from the beach that we were just at. We just come around Abu Dhabi, and these amazing sand formations, and you can see that they're eroding, and they won't be here for very much longer. They're eroding very, very, very rapidly, and that's obvious. And in the distance there, far distance, there's a man training his falcon. Isn't that a bit of local culture? And in fact there's an Air Force base quite close, so saw an Air Force airplane land. And although it's not remote, in fact it doesn't even feel remote, this part of the world is just covered in tracks. Every little bit of sand anywhere is covered in tracks, because camping wild like this is a popular national pastime. Not too many countries can boast that. The last remnants of the sun in the west, street lights in the east, large moon to light up our campsite this evening.
In the next episode, we venture deep into the remote sand sea of the Empty Quarter, where we test the Jeep's dune driving ability and demonstrate some of its unique features. And welcome some visitors for breakfast.